Alright, hey guys, Kim here. I'm going to split this video up in 3 parts because I want to talk about protein sensitivity, I want to talk about rice water, and I also want to talk about hair porosity. So, protein. So, what is protein? So protein attaches to your hair follicle. Pretty much protein is the keratin in your hair. Protein attaches to the hair follicle and it pretty much fills in any gaps or holes that you have in your cuticle layer. Protein is gonna shape, it's gonna strengthen, and it's gonna balance your hair out. If you have enough protein but not enough moisture though, your hair is gonna be dry and brittle and it's gonna break off easily or either like fall out easily. But too much moisture and little protein will make your hair very like limp and lifeless, and you'll notice that like your spring back, it's not like your hair won't spring back as much. So too much protein, not enough moisture, dry and brittle, fall out easily, break easily. Too much moisture, not enough protein, your hair will be very limp, like almost, I don't want to say mushy, but you kind of get the idea, like really limp, lifeless, and just doesn't feel strong, if that makes sense. Balance is key. So what can cause an imbalance in your hair? So quick side story, I've colored my hair a lot of times. Right now it's just black, just like in its natural state right now, just because I'm really focusing on the health of my hair, getting it to grow out. But I've colored my hair blonde, like a grayish color. It's like I've done a lot of unnecessary stuff to my hair. I've gone to pink, back to blonde, to red, to orange. Yeah, just a lot of colors, a lot of different colors. But yeah, so with that being said, chemical processing can be a big factor in that. Chemical processing, something as simple as like the weather, styling, heat, pollution, something as like simple as your diet. Like your diet is also a very important role in your hair and just every function of your body and how it's growing and things of that nature. So all of that can really kind of cause the keratin in your hair to erode. Pretty much, I'm no hairstylist, but pretty much I feel everyone can use protein in their hair. I have high porosity hair. My porosity is kind of becoming medium just because I've been working with my hair, but I used to have very high porosity hair from all of like the color treatments and stuff like that. And that's also why I feel like my hair takes the color very well, because my hair is super high porosity, which means that the hair cuticle layers are open more so than closed. But I'll get more into porosity, my porosity video that I will link. So pretty much everyone, I feel like everyone can benefit from protein, but there are people who are protein sensitive, which I'm not. I don't have protein sensitive hair, but if you do, protein will make your hair like not shrivel up, but it will be hard and it'll break off easily. Like you will know. I've seen protein sensitive hair, and matter of fact, there was a point in time where my hair is blonde, and I don't know what I did to it, but my hair became like really protein sensitive, and yeah. So pretty much you can tell if your hair is protein sensitive if it's weak, limp, or feels very lifeless. Pretty much, if like ask yourself this: do products not seem to work in your hair? If so, you could have protein sensitivity. And also, when you moisturize your hair, it seems like maybe no amount of moisture makes your hair feel good. And you know when your hair feels good. Like if you're trying to moisturize your hair, do your hair, and your hair just for some reason it's just still feeling like iffy, not really feeling it, you could have protein sensitivity. But protein sensitivity isn't as easy as feeling your hair and seeing if it is like limp or lifeless, and it's not as easy as you realizing products aren't working for you, because you could have protein sensitivity or you could have a protein overload, and those things they can fool you. You can think your hair is protein sensitive, but you really are just using too much protein. So you really have to learn your hair, do like deep conditionings, protein treatments, learn how your hair feels when you do each one of them, and create a balance with the two. So I pretty much recommend using protein in your hair regimen. Avocados are great. Like avocados are really rich in protein and like fatty acids. But let's be honest, we will all rather eat them. If you have too much protein, I would advise you, I wrote them down, I would advise you to look out for names like, of course, in your products like keratin, silk, of course, protein, hydrolyzed protein, and amino acids. Names like that, and there are also other names, but names like that, if those are any ingredients, that means there's protein in that product. If your hair is protein sensitive, reiterating what I said, this means your hair can get very dry and brittle if you use protein-rich products or products that have protein in it. Low porosity hair is the type of hair that tends to be protein sensitive as well. If you have low porosity hair, your hair will more than likely be protein sensitive. So the way I tested to see if my hair was protein sensitive, which I kind of figured it wasn't because my hair was at the time high porosity, and I just figured it wasn't. I still did the test anyway. So you could pretty much dampen your hair, and just a small section, because if your hair is protein sensitive, you don't want a huge section of hair breaking off. So dampen a small section of hair. Get something like egg, Greek yogurt, maybe even mayonnaise, because mayonnaise has egg in it as well. Raw egg, you got it. But you want to take that small damp section of hair and you want to apply whatever protein you use. Just slather it with it, let it dry. Once it's dry, it will harden, it will get stiff because it has the protein in it. But if your hair is like very like excessively dry and hard, and it's like almost seems like it'll break off, you'll know, then your hair is more than likely protein sensitive, but it also could mean that you have protein overload. So I would advise you to do maybe like a deep conditioning to add more moisture into your hair. After your hair has picked up moisture, try the test again, because if you know that you deep condition your hair maybe twice already, so you deep condition your hair like after that, and then like maybe a couple weeks later you deep condition your hair again, and then you try the protein test again, and your hair still does that, then the best bet is that you do have protein sensitive hair. But if you do that and your hair feels fine, then you probably just had a protein overload. All right, you guys, so definitely if this video was helpful, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell button so you'll be notified when I post new videos. Make sure you check out my link for high porosity hair and also rice water. I will link those below, and I will see you guys next time.